So a misnomer is a wrong or inaccurate designation. It's something that's been mislabeled, like morning sickness. Women know that during a pregnancy, nausea doesn't just limit itself to the morning. Or think of Greenland and Iceland. Those names are confused because Greenland actually looks a lot more like ice, and Iceland, coincidentally, is more green. It's a misnomer. And in the same way, when it comes to how we think about ourselves, our identity, there's a lot that we get confused. For example, if we were to grab a cup of coffee and I asked you, hey, tell me about you, you'd probably respond with what we all say in those moments. Well, I'm a dad, or I'm a mom, I'm a veteran, or a teacher, or I love cooking or running. You'd likely describe yourself by what you do, except that's a misnomer. It's an inaccurate, or at the very least, it's an incomplete designation because who we are has to be more than just what we do. I mean, if we anchor our identity in what we do, then what happens when that's not what we do anymore? Enter the midlife crisis. Funny thing, midlife crisis is actually a misnomer too. It's not just a midlife thing. And at its core, it's actually an identity thing. It happens when the thing that you look to define you is shaken or taken. It happens when you've given so much of your life in service to country, but now you have to transition and you realize that who you were was really defined by what you did. And it happens when you've given so much of your life to your marriage or your kids, but now they're gone. And it's not just that you don't know what to do, it's that you don't know who you are apart from that. See, this is why our understanding of identity matters, because when you don't know who you are, you don't know what to do. And if we take up the wrong cues or the wrong labels about who we are, we just might end up living for the wrong thing. That's why over the next several weeks, we're going to look at what God says about you, so that you not only know who you are, but you know what to live for. But before we dive in, your group leader is going to take over for a minute and lead you in a fun little thing talking about identity. And then we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little more critically about a very important question. Who gets to choose? I'll see you right back here in just a minute.